What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Mod Squad Network's Layeth the Squad Down. I am your host, Kevin. Joining me as always is Steve.
What's going on, everybody? What's going on?
How's it going? Nothing much, man. I'm having a good week, man. Having a good week. It was a long week, but I had a good week. How about you? How was your week?
Long week. I need to start mentioning these shows. SoCalProWrestling.com. I'm back in wrestling, managing. We had a tag match last night in which I managed. We did not come out up on top. But dastardly devious. We did our dirty work. Other than that, I'm tired.
You are a hated manager, dude. You're a hated manager. Mr. Everett Scott, manager of the Stars.
The geek Everett Scott, that's what you can call me.
But losing, his team lost to Tortuga. My dude, Tortuga. Love me some Tortuga.
The mighty Tortuga.
The mighty Tortuga.
And the returning SoCal Crazy.
There you go. So little indie wrestling there in SoCal. All right, guys, let's go ahead and jump into it. Make sure you check out Skullectomy by Jolt 7 Studios. They have like a cool little Batman skull there, some Star Wars skulls.
You say which one's the Batman skull? I see I see the Star Wars skull.
Yeah, it's the circle. It's the circle. The circle. The actual profile picture circle. It's a Batman skull.
Oh, it's the profile. I'm just looking
at
the banner picture.
Yeah.
You're like Batman, and I'm like, I don't see Batman.
It's Batman, but she's done Joker skulls, Undertaker skulls. She can almost do any skull you want. She makes the skulls by hand. Freaking awesome. Go check them out. Jolt 7 Studios, Skullectomy. Tell them Mod Squad sent you. All right, guys, let's go ahead and jump right into Raw this time.
Monday Night Raw.
Monday Night Raw, where Sami Zayn and KO kick off. KO is tired of talking and wants to fight, something that was made abundantly clear during the opening segment of Raw. And then the Judgment Day comes out. He's talking about the Bloodline, but the Judgment Day comes out. They have combated and healed so frequently over the last 5 months that they want to finish this particular chapter of the story, and hopefully we'll do that night at Champions with the Bloodline.
Why does everyone keep talking about chapter? As soon as Cody was like, finish the story, everyone's like chapters and stories and get out of here.
I don't know, man. Nobody reads books anymore. That's what TV's for.
Right? It's why they make movies based off of books.
That's right.
I'm just
letting
kidding.
Their emotions
read a book. Read a book.
Yes. Take a look, read a book.
In Reading Rainbow.
Yes.
That's right.
Letting their emotions get the best of them and taking on a fight with the Judgment Day may not be the best way to preserve their energy and health, though. But they are going to take on the Judgment Day. There you go. Our first match of the night is Shinsuke.
Take a look. It's in a book. Reading Rainbow.
It's stuck in your head now, isn't it?
It is. That's why I had to mute it. I was like, I was singing it.
Our first match of the night is Shinsuke Nakamura.
I would do it more, but I'm holding coffee.
And The Miz, with Nakamura defeating The Miz as he should.
That's my Miz. That's Miz.
Which I love the Miz, but Nakamura returning, Nakamura definitely should win. Next, we have a number one contender battle royal for a chance to go for the Intercontinental title against the Ring General Gunther. Ali wins the battle royal. Ali wins, man. Hey, it's gonna be.
You have to think positive. Ali.
I get it though. It's gonna be in Saudi Arabia. I get it. Even though he's from Chicago.
He's from Chicago.
But he looks like he's from.
He's a former police officer.
I know. His actual life story is way more intriguing than anything he's done in the ring.
Done. Yeah. No, that's not true. He's very talented in the ring.
He is very talented, but his actual life story is actually more entertaining, I believe.
Sure.
Becky Lynch addresses Trish Stratus. Um, it was just a promo. That's really all it was. It was a good promo. Becky always has a good promo. Next, we have Xavier Woods versus Dominic Mysterio, with Mysterio defeating Woods.
As Mysterio just continues to just get better in the ring.
He does, man. Oddly enough, I'm really liking Dominic as a character now.
He's good.
He is. I love how people just boo the shit out of him. Indus Sheer debuts for Raw. We get Indus Sheer and what's his tag team partner's name? Singh, Veer and Sangha debut with
Jinder Mahal, you can't hinder
the
the
Jin
Jinder,
guy.
the
Yes.
best member of 3MB.
I always think Jinder looks like a freaking tiger. I mean, it's just his look.
He does not look like Tiger Ali at all. I do not even know why you are saying that.
But they were battling two nobodies.
Two jobbers.
It was a squash
It's a
match.
squash.
But I'm not sure how this is going to go. Anytime a tag team just comes in like this, just brutes and stuff like that, eventually they take a back seat. Which, because there's no charisma, they just beat people up. No charisma.
Sure. It's like the powers of or the
The
authors of
war,
pain. No,
yeah, the Viking Raiders.
the authors of pain with
Yeah,
oh, I just forgot his name. The
yeah,
manager, the bald guy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy.
That guy.
Cody Rhodes responds to Brock Lesnar. A freaking Cody in his promos, man. Is he probably the best
Tully
promo?
No, not it's not. No, it's not Tully. It's really racking my brain here. You keep talking. I'm gonna figure out who it is.
Cody is probably one of the best promos going right now. I love how his promos are not there. It's a wrestling promo, but it's more business. It feels more business minded. Like you could see Cody treats this as a business, even though it's wrestling. I love it. It's a really good promo. So if he can take a jab at the Beast's ego by refuting the idea of the former world champion as being a big thing and relegating him to the role of to hurdle to overcome even better. Yeah.
Paul Ellring.
Paul Ellering.
That's who
There
it
you go.
was.
Yes.
Paul Ellering. Well, I'm like, I know his daughter, which is why I said Tully, because I was like Tessa Blanchard. I'm like, no, it's not Tully. It's not Tessa's dad. I did Paul Ellring's daughter, Rachel Ellring. She's actually really good in the ring.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to say she's dating Chris Hero. I might be wrong.
But next we have Raquel Rodriguez versus Chelsea Green because Rodriguez's partner is injured. She's
That's right.
hurt. She's hurt. She's
And
hurt.
then we get a little bit more into that on SmackDown.
Yes, yes. Raquel Rodriguez may have overcome the numbers disadvantage when she defeated Chelsea Green despite Sonya Deville's presence, but without Liv Morgan backing her up, she succumbed to a sneak attack by Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler. So you can see this coming soon. Cody Graves interviews Seth Rollins. It was a good. He gave a sit down interview.
It's a pre. I'm gonna tell you right now. This was a pre-taped segment. This was a pre-taped segment. Do you know why?
Why?
Because Seth Rollins was on set of Captain America: New World Order filming his role.
Hence the shirt. Hence the shirt.
Cody, or not Cody, Seth. I'm
Seth.
so excited. Seth is going to be in the new Captain America movie. I don't know how big, but I pray I saw a photo. He looks like he's playing a bad guy. I hope he does the goddamn laugh. Please, I digress. Please go. Keep going.
No, I'm so happy for him. I just wish it would have been a DC movie. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens versus the Judgment Day. No, we're not going to get into it. But Balor and Priest actually defeat Zayn and Owens.
I was
So
about to say, I'm not gonna lie, I was about to be like, well, I don't have any DC tattoos, and then I was like, fuck, I got goddamn Joker on my arm. Like specifically for the Joker, like it's a Dark Knight tattoo. I do have more Marvel though. I do have more Marvel.
I yeah, the Bloodline and Imperium show up and help Balor and Priest defeat Zayn and Owen. So that is Raw. Let's go ahead and switch over, change paces.
Now I'm gonna guess that SmackDown starts with Roman Reigns coming out with Solo Sikoa and Paul Heyman talking
You're
about and I didn't even see SmackDown, but I'm gonna guess talking about how they don't have a Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn problem, they have an Usos problem.
they didn't
Something
really
something
they
something
didn't
like
really
that.
say they have a USO problem, but they came out basically ahead
Yas
of the
boy.
yes. They were talking and Sami Zayn and KO come out and there was an issue. There was an issue.
That
Let's
they're gonna
see.
fix in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, there was an issue, and then they're talking back and forth, and then the Bloodline come out and attack Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, and pisses Roman off because that was not the plan. Roman storms off like a little baby, and he's taking his ball and going home because that was not the plan.
Screw you guys. And your
Yeah.
name.
Things are about to boil over in the Bloodline with Jimmy and Jay, destined to stand up for themselves against their mega event against their cousin.
Okay,
Uh,
so wait, really
yeah.
quick. Was it the Usos that came out, or was it the Bloodline? Because you just said the Bloodline.
Well, the Usos came out. Yeah, the Usos are part of the Bloodline, so I apologize there. Yeah, I should
Oh,
have
you
been more
see now. You see,
specific.
I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot because I was thinking, uh, uh, Judgment Day. Don't know why I thought Judgment Day in my head.
Yeah, no.
It's
First
the
of all,
same gimmick.
yeah,
Don't mind me. Let's restart the
yeah.
episode.
Again. No,
Again, yes, boy.
no. It started out with Reigns, Solo, and Paul coming down to the
Yeah,
ring.
and then the
Then
Usos come down.
yeah, no, and then
Well, and then Kevin Owens.
Kevin
Yeah,
Owens,
yeah.
Sami
We're
Zayn.
and then it's the
Yeah,
Usos.
yeah,
Sure.
yeah,
I think we're
yeah.
past this point.
Yeah,
What
we
was
are.
the opening match? I'm gonna
Bro,
say it was the Brawling Brutes versus Pretty Deadly.
yes,
Yes,
boys. You
boy.
are correct.
I love Pretty Deadly. I'm gonna tell you right now. I don't think you watched a lot of NXT,
I
let
didn't
alone
know.
NXT UK, which is where Pretty Deadly started. Was NXT UK, and then when they shut down NXT UK, they took a handful of wrestlers and brought them over to the US for NXT. Luckily, Pretty Deadly was one of the tag teams that they brought over. I love Pretty Deadly.
I think
They,
that they're really talented in the ring. I don't know about the gimmick though. It reminds me of what's it?
they're maximum male models before they had maximum male models.
Yeah, that's exactly what they remind me
And
of.
that
Yeah.
well, that's the gimmick. That's their gimmick is their models.
Oh,
They're
okay.
pretty deadly. They're models. That's why they wear the stupid crop top fashion esque type shit because they're fashion models. That was the original starting gimmick.
But regardless, Pretty Deadly picks up the victory. It was a cheap victory. I think it was there was a something that happened, but what happened? Find a few, yeah, Pretty Deadly wins. I think they were
What's
holding it
our
tight.
next match?
Zelina Vega versus Oscar.
Oscar wins.
Oscar submitted Vega. Yes,
Yeah.
Oscar wins. But it
Yeah.
was a good match. I will say I like them featuring Vega more instead of just being out on the sidelines because Vega is talented. I hope she gets a
They're both
push.
talented.
Oh yeah,
I hope Vega gets released and gets a really solid run in AEW.
or
Get
Impact.
get rid of Julia Hart, put in Selena Vega in her spot, put the husband and wife back together, or just put the husband and wife together.
Yeah,
For those that don't know, Aleister Black, aka Malachi Black, is married to Zelina Vega in real life.
exactly.
God damn.
Yeah, he's a lucky guy. Um, Next, we have the Grayson Waller effect with AJ Styles. It was a horrible segment, you know.
Why they had to bring Grayson Waller up, I do not know. Please continue.
But the match after that features the Street Profits versus L.A. Knight.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let me talk to you. Yeah.
and Meat Mountain Rick Boo.
Yeah.
I
I
love me
love
some
the
Rick
finish.
Boogs.
No, man, fuck Rick Boogs. I love the finish to this match. I hated the idea of them putting LA Knight in a tag team, let alone a tag team with Rick Boogs.
It was just
They
to set up a
they
feud.
lose
Yeah.
and Knight turns on Boogs,
Oh
saying,
yeah.
"I don't need you." Yeah, I love it.
Well, in throughout the whole match, Boogs was being a face. I mean, you don't understand why LA Boogs is kind of playing that what's the word I'm looking for? Turning a blind eye. You don't realize that LA Knight's a freaking heel.
Oh, he's just
He's
an idiot.
yeah,
He's playing the
yeah.
fool.
You're playing the fool, yeah.
What a fool believes.
Boogs is just happy to be there.
Yeah, man, that's Boogs, man. He looks
Yeah.
he looks like Justin, what's his name from American Idol when he does the Dr. Pepper commercials.
I
You know
oh
what I'm
yeah.
talking about? The sweet
Le
and
sweet.
creamy.
Le sweet.
That's
Yeah.
Justin, what's his name from Justin to Kelly from American Idol.
Yes. I love how Rick Boogs he presses people and stuff like that. He's a thick dude, man.
I prefer LA Knight. Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
Next we have oh my god, I'm gonna Leon and Furroz versus Italia Dawn and Alba Fry for
Huh?
a yeah, yeah.
It's the two
Yolisa
tag teams.
Leon.
It's the
Yeah.
two tag teams that they brought over from NXT.
Yeah, and I'm
I am
having a
not
hard
a,
time
I
with the
I'm
names.
I am not I am a fan of Isla Fry and
Isla Dawn.
Isla Dawn. I'm not so
Okay.
much a fan of the other tag team. They're just two women that were thrown together to make a tag team.
Well, Dawn and Fry defeat Furroz and Leon.
Perfect.
So
As they
they know.
as they should. Such a good tag team. Two Irish women just fucking kicking ass.
Next, we have Austin Theory promo. Austin Theory has found the next challenger for his United States champion in the form of Sheamus, who interrupted a promo with a bro kick, silencing the arrogant heel.
You know, it's a shameful thing, Lobster Head.
Yes, yes.
Too many limes. Too many limes.
Or is this bad lip syncing that we're doing?
No, it's the lyrics to Seamus's old entrance theme.
Okay.
It's a shameful thing, Lobster Head. And then they go, too many limes, too many limes.
Next, we have Rey Mysterio and Santos Escobar versus the Usos in the main event. Great match with Mysterio and Escobar defeating the
You could just say the
Usos.
LWO. That's what they are.
Yeah,
They're the LWO.
yeah, the LWO. I didn't want to because I'm wearing an NWO shirt. I refuse to acknowledge any other WO.
Copy that. Copy that.
So, Mysterio and Escobar defeat the Usos, and that is all I have for SmackDown. What do we have for some AEW?
SmackDown, all done. Starting with Dynamite.
Dino-
We start with Ward.
Dynamite. Yeah.
Give you a little D-Lo head bobble. We start with Wardlow giving a promo on Christian Cage and Luchasaurus, in which we get Christian Cage coming out like a man that would date your aunt to marry her for the inheritance, take her on a cruise, and then she mysteriously
Disappear.
disappears.
Yes. Yes.
He 100.
Good
He's the
analogy.
next James Bond villain. Just like
Good
he
analogy.
looks more devious than I do.
It's the turtleneck.
And now I can't wear my turtleneck as Everett Scott. I got a great turtleneck. I call it my AJ turtleneck from Empire Records. they come out and Christian starts talking about why he's the next contender for the TNT championship. They end up getting the upper hand, of course, because it's a 2-on-1 on Wardlow, and it ends up with them stomping him. Our opening match for Wednesday Night Dynamite is Orange Cassidy and Derpy Allen going up against Lee Moriarty and Big Bill. Kind of fast forwarded on this one. We all know how I feel on Derpy. Derpy ends up picking up the win on that. We get our next match, Sammy Guevara versus Exodus Prime. And literally, as I'm writing down Exodus Prime dash, because that's how I write it down. I write a dash and then I write the winner. I hear 1, 2, 3, and I don't even look. I just put Sammy. It was a big squash, which is horrible because Exodus Prime is actually a really good wrestler. He's been on Dark and Dark Elevation, but they're continuing this whole feud on that. FTR comes out to cut a promo, and they are jumped by Jay Lethal and Jeff Jarrett, and they are just absolutely beat down by them and Sanjay and Satnam Singh. They announced that coming up at Double or Nothing, it's going to be FTR versus Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal for the AEW Tag Team Champions with Mark Briscoe as a special enforcer. I am calling now, we are going to get a Mark Briscoe heel turn.
You think so?
Mark Briscoe has been a face the entire time that he has been here. My personal opinion, Briscoe's single tag, fortunately singles now, better as a heel than they are as a face. Heel turn with him joining Lethal and Jarrett and Singh and Sanjay as a heel. I love the Briscoes. The Briscoes as the heels. Top game.
All right. But he's really only been in AEW a few weeks. I mean,
like 2 months.
Okay, but is that long enough to turn heel?
Yes, because how they brought him in with the way that he was brought in. Only reason Mark Briscoe was brought in is because Jay Briscoe passed away.
Gotcha.
This right here. It's a horrible comparison and analogy, but the closest I can get, him coming into AEW is like why Rey Mysterio won the World Heavyweight Championship. The only reason Rey won the championship is because Eddie passed away. If Eddie had never passed away, Rey would have never, I'm saying not ever, probably would have never won the world championship.
Gotcha.
So Mark being here long enough, and they're doing this big feud between the Briscoes, or they're doing this big feud between FTR and Jarrett and Lethal. You have the classic faces, the classic heels, and then you're saying that Mark Briscoe is coming in as a special enforcer. I smell heel turn a mile away.
Well, I mean, anytime you bring in a special enforcer, that's a good time for somebody to turn heel.
So I mean, that's just what I think. We get the Outcasts going up against Hikaru Shida and Britt Baker. Tony Storm of the Outcasts ends up picking the win on that. Boy, we get my favorite match of the night. Such a good one. We get Roderick Strong going up against Chris Jericho in a Falls Count Anywhere match with the JAS and Adam Cole barred from the building.
Okay.
They go all over the building. They go into the audience. They go into the merch booth. They eventually work their way outside of the building.
Oh, there you go.
And who is waiting outside of the building? Adam Cole, baby.
Boom.
Because he's barred. Boom. He's barred from the building. He's not barred from outside. Roderick Strong ends up picking up the win. We get great results on Rampage coming up. Jungle Boy versus Roosh, in which I'm sorry, I have said the F-bomb far too many times on this episode. Jungle Boy picks up the win on Roosh. How does this happen? It
happens because it was booked that way.
And then in our main event of Wednesday Night Dynamite, we get Switchblade Jay White of Bullet Club Gold going up against Ricky Starks. And in a glorious turn of events, Chair is brought The Revolution is televised.
Yep.
In a glorious turn of events, a chair is brought in. The ref turns around to see Ricky holding the chair. He's disqualified. Your winner, Jay White. That is the main event, but not the end of Wednesday Night Dynamite. Wednesday Night Dynamite ends with Don Callis coming out to explain why he did to Kenny Omega what he did the week before. And it's because he's always put Kenny first. He's always put Kenny first, and Kenny has not once ever thought of Don Callis.
Really?
And, it's so great because we end up getting the Young Bucks coming on out. Kenny comes on out, then the Young Bucks come on out, then the British combat. Blackpool Combat Club.
Yeah.
The four of them come on out, and it's 4 against 3, and they are about to stand off, and boom, Hangman Page.
Nice.
Okay, no, so this is actually what happens. Omega comes on out, then the Combat Club comes on out, then the Bucks come on out. They start getting the upper hand. Combat Club gets the upper hand. Hangman Page comes out. Hangman Page coming out wearing like a leather eye patch. Like he looks badass. They clear house, and it is the official return of the original Elite. It's the 4 original members of the Elite. Rampage was fast and quick. We start the show with Best Amigos taking on the Blackpool Combat Club. Of course, Blackpool Combat Club is going to pick up the win on this. Jade Cargill comes out to defend her championship, and she has it was 47 victories, and she beats this person, Jobber, no time flat, 48-0. And smart Mark Sterling gets on the mic and goes, 48-0, Texas, what are we doing? Let's keep this going. Let's get on out another opponent. And they bring someone on else out. And boom, it's 49 or 59-0. It's however many she's at. She's at a crazy high number at this point. I want to say it's in the 50s, almost 60s. So boom, 59. And they're like, wow, what are we doing? Let's get 60 out here. And Weira Loco, Taya Valkyrie ends up coming on out. Well, a girl comes on out, and then Tyra comes on out, and she attacks the girl. And she basically sets up a match that they're going to have at Double or Nothing.
Fair.
I want to say at this point, at some point during the show, Jericho is on commentary. Cole is outside of the building. And Jericho goes, you want it? You want me? He goes, we're going to have a match. At this piece of paper here, this contract. He rips up. He goes, it's null and void. It's null and void. And Cole goes, hey, it's null and void. You just gave me what I wanted. And Cole just walks right into the building. And just him and Jericho go at it. It's the best. A quick throwaway match of and I don't know why they're doing, I get that they're moving away from the tag scene, but now the Acclaimed is doing like a 6-man with Billy Gunn. Oh, the Acclaimed.
Sesame, Stevie ass.
Taking on the Varsity Athletes with Ari Daivari. It looks like they've just basically, so AEW I think got rid of Dark and Dark Elevation. So the groups that they had on there, like the Trustbusters, whatever, with Ari Daivari and his old group, has basically been dissolved. All of the groups that they had have been dissolved. Wingman dissolved. QT Marshall's group dissolved. They're just all, I think even Spanish Announcing Project dissolved because they got rid of the show, which bums me out. Acclaim picks up the win. It's very easy.
Did they have an announcement for a new show that's coming to AEW?
It's like a new show called Collision, and it's coming out on a Saturday, and I don't quite understand it. Tony Khan, hey guys, what's going on? Hey guys, it's Tony Khan. I'm really excited to be here. And what town are we in? Austin, Texas, and we're going to be making some great announcements, and I'll be here next week making another great one. So Tony Khan, dude, he just does probably so much cocaine. It's crazy.
Allegedly.
I've never seen him do it. It's true. I've never done coke. The Hardys get jumped. We go to do a promo with the Hardys, and
I like mine with cherry.
I like vanilla. I'm not gonna lie, I like vanilla. And they end up getting jumped by QT Marshall and the Guns. End up doing a full work where Isaiah Cassidy gets taken on out. He did a post with a full neck brace on in the hospital. And in our main event, we get Khan of the Gates of Agony of the Embassy taking on Dustin Rhodes. And Dustin just gets busted open to all holy hell. And I just once again I get it's the way it's booked, but Dustin Rhodes picks up the win on Khan. Just a man that's just toned to no end against Dustin Rhodes. And that's our main event. Rhodes picks up the win.
Do you have a match of the week?
It's Roderick Strong versus Chris Jericho.
I'm gonna actually go WWE on this one. I'm gonna go Rey Mysterio and Santos Escobar versus the Usos because I believe that was a really good match as well.
Excellent.
So, all right, guys. As we come to a close, Steve, where can people find you on your podcast?
You can find me on the last podcast you'd want. I'm pretty sure it's just.
I don't have that. I don't have that.
You jerk! You dirty dog! You dirty dog!
I don't have that one on this.
the last podcast you'd want. That's my show. It comes out whenever. Check it out. Tip the veal. Try the staff. Thank you all for coming. If you didn't, better luck next time.
All right, guys, make sure you check out our horror show, our Movie Talk Mondays, our gamer show. Check us live every Saturday night with a giveaway. Make sure you check out the sister show to the Mod Squad, Back to the Retro Review, where we review movies from the 80s and 90s, also featuring this guy right here. Okay, this is going to be out way before that episode comes out.
It doesn't matter. I'm random anyways.
Make sure you check out
today.
Make sure you check out Skullectomy by Jolt 7 Studios, the sponsor of the Mod Squad this month. Great skulls, great price, customized to you. Great deals. All right, guys, as we come to a close, make sure you give us a good old thumb and hit that like, subscribe, do all the YouTuber things. So that does it for this episode of the Mod Squad Network. Layeth the squad down. So until next time, keep on wrestling, everybody.